Department says that it hopes a meeting over recent xenophobic attacks in KwaZulu-Natal will go a long way towards ensuring the protection of nationals from other countries in various communities.
Minister Lindiwe Sisulu met African diplomats with the Minister of Police Bekicele and the Minister of Home Affairs to chart a way forward regarding the violence. Last week, foreign nationals were attacked in various parts of KwaZulu-Natal, and at the weekend, foreign nationals were reportedly attacked.
Sisulu says that the president has described the weekend incident as an act of criminality.
What happened over the weekend, we believe, with the information available to us, was pure criminality. However, today we went beyond the matter of criminality and we dealt with a matter that some ambassadors feel is still xenophobic and happens on a regular basis, and we're going to sit down and deal with this matter. The good thing about the meeting we had today, we are now involving the representatives of other countries, because they are responsible for their citizens in our country. We need their help to deal with this matter. We've been dealing with this matter with NGOs and the churches, and it is not getting better in places. In some places it does get better. But when we are joined by representatives of those countries, then we will be able to get to the bottom of this, which means that in this particular situation we are in, it is not a criminal versus an innocent. We have situations where we're not able to draw the line about who did what at what time. But we want to assure everybody in this country that we are doing everything in our power to make sure that everybody is safe.
That's the International Relations Minister Lindiwe Sisulu meeting with African diplomats, and to talk to us a little bit about that is one of them, the Zambian High Commissioner Emmanuel Mwamba. Thanks very much for joining us, Your Excellency. It must be concerning to you, particularly a country that's close to South Africa, seeing the developments that have been taking place over the past week or so.
First, we should acknowledge and thank the South African government for the speedy manner in which they responded to attend to these concerns. The occurrence in Durban is extremely worrying because of the history of xenophobic attacks, especially the ones that occurred in 2008. We've seen some recurrence in 2015, 2016 and 2017. So although the matter could be perceived to have occurred in a local manner in Durban, we have all parties and stakeholders have to come quickly together to ensure that they are not widespread, that foreign nationals don't live in fear and feel insecure in this country. So the authorities from South Africa really gave us proper formal assurance, and the level of seriousness they attached to the meeting. 2 cabinet ministers came, and the police commissioner with some provincial commissioners. I think that alone gave a lot of assurances.
So what assurances did the authorities give you?
It clearly shows that they are on this matter, that they don't have to wait for anyone to alert them or alarm them to the situation. That is a matter that they are also not pleased to see occur anywhere in the country.
All right, so what was agreed would be a way forward? What actual things are going to be done?
No, first of all, this was a preliminary meeting. There's another meeting that has been called for Friday. But our concern is just the foreign nationals in South Africa, that they should feel safe, that that these attacks do not spread anywhere else, and that any attack, any injury to any foreign national should be dealt with very quickly and stemmed from that way. I think most of us as African diplomats felt assured that government is on this matter.
Did you bring to their attention, there are some leaders that seem to be saying things that are not helpful in a situation like this, and we're seeing that videos even from as far back as a year ago resurfacing of what things leaders have said. Is that something that you were engaged with when you met?
Of course, our appeal, we recognize that South Africa is going to national elections on 8th May 2019. The environment is there's tension in the environment, and there's sensitivity. It's imperative that leaders act with that background in mind, that any careless remarks against especially foreign nationals, that it can flare up to attacks like what occurred in Durban. This is a candid discussion we are having. We've been having these meetings every time there has been xenophobic attacks. We are saying there should be an end to this matter. There should be lasting solution. And it requires that everyone is on board. It requires that everyone's hands is on deck. Government, ourselves as African diplomats, our foreign nationals that live here, that they abide by the law, you know, they register, at least especially with embassies. It is to be done by all of us to ensure that this matter comes to an end. We don't believe that South Africa is xenophobic. We should emphasize that. It is not xenophobic. But again, we recognize that there are these xenophobic tendencies that arise. Sometimes they're fueled by many factors, social factors, statements like the ones you are referring to. And just another question to social media and social media users. During this time, we urge all social media users to be careful, because if you post old videos that occurred in 2008 or in another country, they have the capacity to inflame the same anger like it has just occurred right now. So all of us ought to be responsible. It's a matter we are all concerned with. Life is sacred. No life, whether illegal, legal, local or foreign, life is sacred and it ought to be respected.
What are we doing to calm tensions in neighbouring states? Because we're seeing what looks like revenge attacks or revenge actions by nationals in other countries where they see vehicles with South African plates. We have to attend to this, that it doesn't become transboundary, it doesn't affect the region. South Africa is a magnet. It's the largest economy in Africa. It's highly industrialized. It will attract these foreign nationals that will come here. But South Africa should recognize that for the manufacturing sector to be as productive as it is because Africa is a ready market for their goods and services. So for the jobs that are here, you know, some jobs could have been lost in the region because of foreign and international trade. So this is a mutual problem to all of us. It doesn't affect one single country. It affects all of us. What are we doing? I think it's awareness programs like this. Speak to our foreign nationals, ensure that they abide by the law. Speak to South African authorities like we did today. Share our concern, where assurances are given that this matter is being attended to and that there is no recurrence. We wish to discuss important things like trade, how Africa is thriving. We should not meet to discuss a matter like xenophobia. It's a stain on all our conscience. All right, okay. High Commissioner, perhaps as a final question, people might say, look, we've had these conversations before and we've put plans in place, interventions, recommendations, and yet we're here again having this conversation. Perhaps we're acting much quicker. Do you think that we are really embracing the plans and the recommendations that have been put following previous incidents, or could we be doing more?
We should do more. Remember, at a continental level, the African Union is speaking about a borderless Africa. They are talking about free trade area. SADC is talking about the same things. We all recognize these borders are artificial. The move is for Africa to be one people, one united. And these messages don't seem to filter to our local communities. So we need to do more. That they accept brother to brother. That it doesn't matter who is with you, let's share the opportunities. The opportunities could be in Zambia, they could be in South Africa, they could be in Nigeria. Let us share those opportunities. But again, my appeal is for all of us during this period to be sensitive in the manner we are conducting ourselves, to ensure that we don't post those old videos, not to inflame emotions and not to stir a problem that we are already handling.
Okay, Your Excellency, we're going to have to leave it there. Thanks very much indeed for joining us and giving us these important words that our people should take on board. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.